Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 23 of our Legions of Nagash Mortal Empires campaign. As you can see, our Dark Empire has actually spread quite far and wide, and we have, we're right where we left off, except for I have moved all of our lads on around. So, we've got Luther set up in an ambush over here. We'll at least just explain what our Mortarks are up to. Nagash has nearly made it over to the Galleon's graveyard, which he's not in March, so we could move further. Let's see if we can just teleport over to the galleon. Oh, we can't, so you don't even have to see it. As long as the pyramid is within the radius, you can teleport on over. Okay, so it looks like the graveyard is under attack by the elves.
Hi, Elven Archmage.
I will listen to the groveling peon.
Oh, go ahead. Groveling peon. Actually, do you have any settlements left? No, he's done. We got here just a little bit too late. The Dreadfleet's gone. Here, let's see if we can keep him alive. So let's go ahead and declare war. Sure. Bad attitude, McGee. Let's go talk to Modlist. I'll join your war against Detain. You're fighting all of the Elven factions. Well, I just want to go claim the ancient city of Quintex, so to be real.
Deliver your message, aloud.
I'll join your war with Detain. You can be all the cash you have left. Let's see if Detain can fight Nagash. We'll crush them here and then move on through. Okay. So we have Seth set up on this side in Miragliano, so let's go ahead and charge into Fabrigir here. He's moved a little bit too far out into the open. And weapon seems or no, that's an easy target. It gives us a close defeat, really. I mean, we'll definitely have to fight it ourselves. They got one Warp Storm and Doom Rocket, which, depending on where they decide to deploy that, that's going to be pretty dangerous. But the Banner of Pilgrims on, Torn Pilgrims that is, on the Crypt Horrors, they already have Frenzy naturally? No, so it makes them terrifying. We should go ahead. There's no reason to quick save this early on. We'll only be losing a couple of minutes of recording, so let's dive on in. Fabrigir versus Necromancer Seth. The Necromancer himself, let's go ahead and do this. So start deployment, they are all... Where's their artillery? On this side. Perfect. Okay, so we will want to start drawing a little bit of their warriors across the way here. Fighting in this choke point is not really going to be what we want. So let's grab all of our Bladesmen, Zombies, Squidgy Mob, and then the Spear Lads. So I'm going to put the Spear Lads up front. Try to catch the brunt of the enemy fire, since they're not going to be as useful here. Have the Pirate Mob hide in the woods. They can be Vanguard deploys, so let's put them in the woods. Here then instead.
Mortals quail!
Mortals quail. Oh, the bats back here. Are you a Ruin Lords? They can stop our bats cold. And will. We'll deploy the archers behind the main group here. Off on the flank, so it should be easier to shoot into the flanks of the rats as well. We'll put everyone in the woods. And make sure you two are in guard mode, and then you two are in guard mode. And let it begin.
Now is undead.
Okay, so they know where a couple of our lads are. Let's go ahead and pull them back. You have the Gaze of Nagash, you do not. Arnzapal's Black Horror. Reading the Dark Scroll etched upon the scroll will summon Arnzapal's Black Horror. So it will. I should go wide, and bats, you go wide in the other direction. They're going to all post up here. I do not mind advancing, at least with the zombies, so we can try to get someone to drop a nuke on them. Alright, there's an enemy unit in the... Really, they spawned him on my... That seems like a bad call. A nuke to the guys in the forest. I didn't know they could see. They can't see him. Hang on now. I'm pausing. They didn't know there were lads here and they dropped the nuke anyway. That's called cheating. Anyway. Does it matter? Oh, not even a little bit, but that's a Warp Storm Doom Rocket you wasted on these guys, but they didn't know they were there, so how'd you guys, how'd you do that? Alright, so since you're flying, he is gonna be able to lock you in place. You gotta be aware of that. Alright, it's time to move in the rest of the boys. They've got no more nukes. They do have more Menace below summons, but no more nukes. Spears in. Alright, land. Destroy everything you can. Alright, should stop them from doing anything they want to do. Let's start bringing those spears forward, pistoliers forward, and then the hound dogs towards the center. Alright, zombies, get up there and start disrupting the storm vermin and the death glow bombs. Another Menace below summon, oh no. Whatever shall we do? Maneuvering their bats, we'll have you drop in. And you do the same. Stopping all of those missile troops from doing anything they want to do. You get in there and drop those death glow bombs. In fact, we'll send both. We'll send the wolves up on one side and then on the other as well. Got our bats in the air, dropping lightning on them too. See, this is what we want to see. Good use of magic, sir. Alright, so another set of clan rats here, but if we just... Alright, that's dumb, but okay. Clan rats punching way above their weight there. Somehow the artillery's managed to maneuver around so it's not getting hit. Impressive, but... Get back here and help out with those clan rats. Send the deckhands in. I mean, the bats didn't make it, but... That is no problem. Truthfully, we can just get him with a heal.
Very bad.
We're gonna terrify off those Skaven slaves. You guys are walking forward right into the enemy. Keep wasting those clan rat summons. Absolutely. It is Balefire Corpse Guard time.
You serve me. Your master calls.
Missile horror ripping on through, taking out our guys too, but that's fine. Death Blow bombs running. Somehow you still have more Menace below summons. That is crazy.
Now, at once.
Keep those heals going. You guys come across the way here. getting wounded a bit. No big problem, though. Keeps using that. I'm surprised you have so much magic. Keep pursuing the death globes. Looks like we lost another unit there in the back line. That's fine. Mesha, keep slaughtering this Gracier. Our cowardly rivals here will not be able to keep this up for long. Highlight the hounds did not make it past, did they?
Your master calls. Yes, sir.
Alright, against all odds, all of their missile troops have somehow found a way behind the rest of their guys here. And no pushing through is a thing, but come on now. It's a little bit ridiculous. Go ahead and land there. Scare that unit off. We'll have to be doing a lot of re-recruiting here. Keep on dropping the lightning. See how well it does for you. Okay, somehow their leadership managed to recover even though they were being pursued. I love when stuff like that happens. Just seems like this guy does not listen to orders, save his life. But take them down. Archers keep blasting away into this Grey Seer.
Only in unlife will they see.
Some of the Skaven are broken, some of the Skaven are still fighting. Looks like they are now done. We lost a good deal of our zombies, but zombies v weapon teams is a win I'll happily take. They're in march stance, so as soon as they break, it's over. Really, my deckhand mob is gonna lose the last guys to some of these dudes who can't even. Really? Alright. There go the Doombringers. Go ahead in that battle there. Alright, Skaven shenanigans aside, we do manage to win. And any of these guys lost is no big deal. We'll just raise up more.
Everything dies.
Indeed, look, a whole new army. 3 more of you, 1 more to Hekar Warrior, 2 Skelly Warriors, 2 Deckhand Mob. And then we lost all of our flyers. So let's get rid of these Deckhand Mob and replace them with wolves and bats. Now we can continue to march on Zarakzil.
They will serve.
Zarakzil. Let's go raise dead to further disrupt the Skaven plans on the field.
Tomb rot.
It'll give you the Heralds of the Accursed One. Extra attack and resistance for everyone in that radius.
Now.
Onward. No one here in Zarakzil, that's perfect. That victory meant even more than we could have known at the time. Alright, Zarakzil is under our control. So we can go ahead and pop in the Fetid Mire to weaken everyone in the rest of these settlements here.
Bring me flesh to craft.
Bring me flesh to craft. You get Master Dead too? Yeah, you can. Extra uses for Raise Dead, and then a higher range on Master the Dead. More provinces are under our control. Down into Yotiqua, we'll grab Avenue of Monuments. And that is pretty much all we are going to get to for this turn here. Let's ignore the heroes not moved in our damaged buildings, and even our unassigned skill points. Let's see what kind of army pops up here to assault Nagash's R. Okay, so Litgog goes after Sotek's Trail. If we had a Lord, I think we could win. Maybe worth still trying. We can take down the Kroxigor pretty easily. And then from there, it's scaring off just those Saurus Warriors, which they're gonna hit like a truck. Yeah, Cairn Rays are interestingly low model count. Ooh, I don't want to give them any territory. Let's go ahead and fight it. I will go ahead and drop a quick save here, though we would have to fight the entire last battling over. Let's do this. Alright then. So we don't have the high ground. Let's try to draw them through this area. Spears. Blade's been wraiths. We'll go ahead and put the bone golems on the side. Let's do it. Alright, so the lizards are nowhere to be seen. Come. Alright, you guys stay here. No fire at will for them, because we want to pick their targets. Let the spearmen advance. You guys come up a little bit this way. Skeet cohort are weak. Single volley should be enough to do a pretty decent bit of damage. Now ult. Go ahead and charge and break them. Those are Saurus Spears. Looks like they're keeping their guy well back. Well back. Old Golems get in here. Cairn Rays, that is your target. Slaughter that Kroxigor Ancient. Come the boom, boys. Looks like some heals going down. Oh, that's just cold-blooded. Arrows away. Stand back. Come on, Archer. Don't stop firing. Do not stop firing. Charge into those Skeet cohort. Keep blasting him. That physical and missile resist they have is insane. We could go for the apocalyptic swarm here. Really wound them. In fact, let's see if we can win with the swarm active. That weakens these Saurus as much as we can. Hope we don't want to be too close to the bats. It'll likely cause the game some issues. H is down. But focus these chameleon skinks for a moment. With the death of their general, the rest of the guys in the front line are starting to roll. Fire on that group as they run. And you get some shots into these Saurus warriors over here. Bats are everywhere. Indeed is a apocalyptic swarm. Skeet skirmies are back. Start firing on them then. Slaughter any of the Saurus that turn and run. Bring the Cairn Rays out. Get another charge in with them. In fact, let's use them to go deal with these Skeet skirmies. Both of you fire into those Saurus warriors. Looks like these guys are coming on back. Just watching their leader die, though, was big unfortunate for them. Hold the line, golems. We got 15 more seconds on the swarm, and that's it. Those skink. Deal with skink pretty quickly with archers. Keep ripping them apart, and the swarm should be ceasing. I rip into the skink cohort then. Aquasaurus. Once our captain's gone, it's game. Did as much damage as we could here, though. Try to roll this group with the Karen raids. You guys turn and fire on like the 3 skinks that are back there. Get them, raids, get them. Keep dumping the shots into those sides of those Saurus. They're all rolled. He's almost. Ah, we can't get the correct order. They do keep coming back, too. Unfortunate. If we just had a single... Hang on, it's not over yet. Not over till it's over. Everyone charge. Oh, she played blind. Fighting an important battle. And we actually might be able to pull out a win here. Archers, keep blasting into these guys. You gonna stay back here, charge into these Saurus warriors. Another unit of Saurus charging in. Go ahead and weaken them. Battle's power swung our way, and that is a victory. Against all odds. Let's deal as much damage as we can here. We cannot allow any of these Saurus to escape. And I will catch you in a moment. Alright, Pyrrhic victory is a Pyrrhic victory by any other name there. Especially against a squad of defenders against one of our garrisons. 400 of theirs fell against our 333. We are actually going to take the replenishment here this time. Okay, now the Court of Lambadas is moving in on Rasetra as well. They were just kind of lingering and waiting to attack one of our weaker garrisons. I don't think we can win here just because they do have a pretty decent melee combatant. So, annoying and cowardly, but not to be unexpected. Alright, and actually Vikram is moving in on Manfred. Very brave. I've got an extremely cavalry-focused army. Alright, he's gonna give us a close defeat. All they have is the one set of artillery. They have a couple of Iron Drakes, but they really don't do that much damage to Black Knights with their heavy armor and shields, so we won't be too worried about it. Let's give it another quick save to not lose our progress, and we'll get right back to it. Alright, let's get ourselves a few more entries into the Book of Grudges. Alright, in a great big open plains battlefield. Perfect. They are likely going to corner up back there, and that's fine. We will go ahead and set up the legions to get ready to go. Spread them out ever so much. I'm sorry, what? What's going on? We can't deploy here? The sandstone's a little bit too hot. I guess fair enough. Let's do the 3 shielded knights onto this end. Lance knights behind them. Vargolf are perfect for ripping apart Dawi lines. As go Vidian the Grim in the center. The other 2 corpse carts nearby. Do 1 group, 2 groups. Now let's get all of the skeletons in guard mode so not advancing. And we begin. Yeah, corner camping. That makes sense. Those Doom Seekers? No, they're just normal old Grudge Settler Slayers. And fair enough, we're just gonna go ahead and run over these Grudge Throwers. Should be an easy ask. And let's go ahead and get moving. We'll have you three run over these Thunderers, and then you two hit the Quarrelers. Manfred, we're gonna go for a Master of the Black Arts, and then into Gaze of Nagash. Oh, didn't mean to do that. More damage is more damage, though. Alright, power up. Go for that Wind of Death. Banishment first will work. Oh, that's an amazing charge. Alright, switch your targets, hitting these, well, not the hammerers, let's come around. We'll linger for a moment. Perseveres, now we want Wind of Death through all of these poor fools. Man, get on out of there. Swap the Spirit Leech on this poor fool. Run them down. Nagash was weak. Let's go ahead and have all three of you then go after these Iron Drakes. Chuck a fireball and charge, Manfred. Our many, many knights can now just slam straight through into these Thunderers. Nightmare. Nightmare. Charge, infantry, charge! So have Viriat and his two friends just kind of move on in. Alright, knights, go ahead and have the lance boys pull away. Everyone else charge into the next group of grudge throwers.
Defend me!
Heal them all as they power through there.
Witness true power!
The gash was weak. Let's go ahead and pull all of the knights away. Actually, no, let's have them all get into these blasting charge boys. Zombies, you bother here. Secondary squad has arrived. That's a dead thing. Let's go ahead and send you up after the gyrocopters with Trollhammer Torpedoes, and you get after the actual Trollhammer Torpedoes. Spirit Leech on. That Rune Lord. Throw a Fireball also at that Rune Lord. Knights, well done. Let's go ahead and pull away. Bargeist, get in there. Manfred, I know I told you to go after Trollhammer Torpedoes, but I guess that's just not gonna happen. Just not gonna happen. Banishment here. Wind of Death this way.
Witness true power!
Glorious. Oh, we are losing lots of knights here. Now the front lines made it. We surpass Nagash. I bring you back towards the blob there. Let's get all three of them moving back towards the blob. You three crash in towards here. Yeah, we are losing lots of the knights. Go ahead and send them back through the back line to obliterate whatever's back here still. Kill those knights on the way through. Since you're doing nothing, go get rid of these Trollhammer Torpedoes. Work that entire group. These knights smash into the back line. Come back up through into these quarrelers next. Come on, come on. Those Trollhammer torpedoes should be dead in a hurry. Let's bring Manfred up towards this this fool here. Actually, get up in the air, drop a overpowered Spirit Leech, and then an overpowered Fireball towards this guy. Surviving knights. All magic users are Wazzix. You're not wrong. Go slaughter them. Alright, these guys are all get hit with the Marsh Light Lantern, so rampage for everyone.
I serve me. Supper death. Address me as master. Nagash was witness true power. Mortals choir. Undeath ascendant. I am the greatest sorcerer. My dominion over all.
Alright, we secured a close victory against an... Actually, being outnumbered against the Dawi tends to be just how you lose, especially when we're outnumbered by both the Dawi and their heroes. But now Manfred is a champion, and so are his knights. We lost one of our units of Black Knights in the fighting, but the Golden Sword is going to go to... this? Nope. And the Blood Beasts secure it just barely by 2 kills. We'll go for the replenishment. Manfred is now better at ambushing, finally. And is in dread to the Dwarfs. Looks like some Skaven have shown up, and oh, they're terrible. Oh, they're terrible. That makes it easy. No problem. Nagashazar has been successfully siphoned. So all of our lads should be a lot stronger. So if we look in here at Krell's army, you have Frenzy on all of the Grave Guard, which is just terrible. These guys are up to, what, 80 attack normally? And if they're fighting infantry, it is going to be 80... Sorry, not, yeah, no, 88, which is insane. For the Nagashazar Guard, of course, we have Sundered Armor, and then they've got their Ward Save, which is awesome, Death Blow as well. And then if we get more Lich Priests, we can throw Warp Fireballs at people. Yeah, Poison attacks for Tomb Guard, Sundering attacks for Nagashazar Guard, Frenzy for the Grave Guard, and then Warp Fireball. Well, I'd like to see if you just can take them out with a quick auto-resolve. Typhus Rat?
Stupid.
You think so? Heroic victory, auto-resolve. Sorry, Typhus. That's the end for you. The very rare auto-resolve heroic. 648 kills. Well, okay. Turns out Morghasts perform very well in auto. And they perform like that in the normal campaign map too, but alright, well that's Nagashazar siphon. That was way easier than I thought. Krell, onwards. Let's go ahead and grab Blade Shield for Krell. Get him up to 95 defense.
Come, impress me.
In which order? Ancient Terrors. Corrupted Stone. We do have the Spears, so let's go ahead and grab the Dar Scorched Bones here. And then we might also grab Corrupted Stone to buff up. I don't see them there. Oh, they're in Twisted Malevolence. They count as war beasts or monstrous infantry. Oh. Alright, fair enough.
I hunt.
I hunt. Thick skin for Owen. Oh, well, Ivan, you're all maxed out, so back over towards Specialist.
Everything dies.
Timothy, we'll give you Grave Ward, since we are fighting elves. We should probably protect ourselves against missiles as much as possible. Neferata, we're not too far off from Dance with the Devil. I'm thinking we should probably keep working down her unique line. We'll grab Deathly Vigor for perfect vigor, and then up towards Lightning Reflexes. Uda, give you the Hunger, and then Harry will give you Curse of Undeath. Every time we siphon, everyone despises us further. I mean, if we just allow King Rahubi to have this, it's not that big a deal. We can fall back, take out one of our armies, shows up at Lamia. So Manfred, did you lose one of your sets of knights? Yeah, you did. Did we replace them with anything at least decent for the time being? We can just grab some Felbats. 29 weapon strength is pretty hefty for bats.
We shall rise.
Just wipe out these two armies. Decisive win here, just karate chop. Replenish. Although now that we're here,
I'll take Sigmar's.
taking the Granite Massif would be massive.
Hand me mine.
We lose some bats and some zombies. That's fine. That I can accept. We replenish. And then we have Manfred go claim the Massif. Oh, I do love the zombies came back. We'll go ahead and loot and occupy. Beautiful. We'll just actually merge these guys and then raise some more, because I prefer not to have to wait a couple turns. And then Manfred, go ahead and re-recruit those knights. In fact, might have you trade out for some Nagash's knights. Depends on how many turns it takes to recruit them. That's 3. Okay, then in that case, we'll just go for the normal Black Knights with shields.
Thine right is mine.
Then we can pop in the Wellspring of Corruption to get more undeath
My blood
out and about. Alright, I say, instead of siphoning, let's go ahead and pull in Vlad. He's actually starting to lose his fights up there in the north, so we probably should have done this a little bit faster. He's down to Drakenhof only.
by the comet.
And Hochland's not playing. Arkin, let's go ahead and send, since Elspeth isn't really doing anything, let's send you up towards the Skaven, break them to the Stone Mine Tower.
And destruction.
Ballistic Tin Scratch. Blight's Progeny. Well, there's Elspeth. So she was waiting for us to attack from Matorka.
Mine alone.
For Nagash.
They're just running.
No.
Alright, decisive victory here at Stone Mine. Yeah, that's incredible. 11,000 for the win. Beautiful. And there goes another one of our foes. Clan Verms has been reduced to ashes.
Death awaits.
Yeah, poor Krokgar. Goodbye, good sir. The end comes. Yoink, just get rid of Krokgar here, and we'll turn back around and go after Kairos. No letting up with the pressure there. We'll march to the Avenue of Temple Gold. Hop in this building here. Looks like Thorek has moved up towards the next nearest. We might be able to move in here after Kodak Zorn. In fact, I'm going to at least besiege the settlement. That way Uther can't do any kind of recruiting, and we can charge right on in. Problem is that's Longbeards, and let's just gonna try to draw Thorek in. That is way too many Longbeards. More cash across the board here. Yeah, I quite like the Tempest of Death. Looks like Orzag has lost a little bit of his momentum.
Bats and wolves.
Sorcerer's Isles belong to me now. Thank you. And now Yanakot is a seasoned campaigner. Good for him. With a Corpse Cart and a Hellsteed. Alright, more ports for us, but can Kura hold the line here at Lashik?
This will do. I hunt. My will alone.
Well, the answer is probably not. Granted, you are now a normal army after the timer is up, so we can start switching out some of these Skelly Spears with... Here, I'll happily test it.
What?
Yes, he is a normal army now, so we actually can recruit some troops in.
Yes.
Get rid of those 4 zombies for pistols and archers. 2 of the spears, then for probably some bats.
More sleep shines.
Sweet, we'll let them attack us. Will we win? Maybe.
They will serve.
Larry, you drop into your channeling's already done.
Soon
Okay, then let's do ambush. Try to get that ambuscator going.
Bring me flesh to craft.
Eskitch the Plague-Ridden.
Everything
I will happily claim a Pyrrhic victory over some more of AK Claw's lads and dodge the nuke. We lost a heap there, good grief. Thankfully, though, the dead rise again. Martyred Nightmare for Seth.
Bats and wolves.
Let's
Gather.
have you, lad, drop into
Yes.
channeling and kind of fall back.
The scent of death is strong.
The scent of death. Oh, it gets back.
Small brain.
What do you mean, small brain? You somehow have no, like, probably 1 settlement left and can still recruit armies like this. That's
Behold my infernal
both
weapons.
dumb
Many.
and impressive at the same time. Oh, we've got 7 settlements? Good grief. Never mind. He must have been doing some good work up here in Bretonia. We are all maxed out on lords. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's flip it over to Master of Puppets. Well, Skaven Blight might be able to be reclaimed. We've got 2 Bone Giants here, though, so we'll see. Okami calls them to take attrition. Immune to attrition to all our armies. And adds walls to every faction. I think not. Okay, so Jesse Rayner. You will roll with us to take down the forces of Vitane. So here's my plan. Strike Windrina directly. I mean, there's no reason to fight it. We'll auto. And then I'm going to go ahead and give this settlement back to Noctilus and turn him into a vassal. So we will loot and occupy. And then we'll go ahead and give Noctilus the Great Ocean back.
Deliver your message, lamb.
Oh, we
My
can't.
servants may think you are for
Because he
slaughter.
has no settlements. Well, that's kind of a bad system. You should be able to give settlements to the faction to resurrect them. Alright, well, such is the way. 140,000 gold. Just kind of casually making our way over to the ancient city of Quintex. Let's go ahead and grab... Which one buffs up our Archai? That's Twisted Malevolence. Melee attack for all war beasts and monstrous infantry. so many skill points. We'll just gotta quickly pass these on out. Specialist here. Bow Seeker for you. Make the Dread King an Immortal Horror. Net of Amentok is so powerful. All the uniques here for Arkan are done. So let's go ahead and... let's go ahead and keep moving down his death line. So we will go ahead and grab Aspect of the Dread Knight here. Thick skin. Into... We get Ebonrot armor? Let's grab that then for even more armor. Manfred. Grab those Dar Scorched Bones. Let's go ahead and give Yanakot the Gaze of Nagash to kind of blast any enemy lords, or specifically mages that are headed his way. We'll raise dead with Seth into the same thing, Gaze of Nagash.
Yes.
Undying Servitude into Hard to Hit. And Genevieve can be forever young. Wait, actually, hang on now. Third generation gives it the concealment bombs. Let's go Immortal Aristocrat, as she can need to travel up towards her mistress. Neferata, there you are. It's like just 2 more population points before we can go for Undeath Ascendant. So what can we upgrade here instead?
Yes, my sire.
And actually, now that we do have her Mortar Legion, we can start throwing out vampires left and right. Melissa and Adet. Valda has Spirit Leech bound. That's perfect.
Now.
And then also...
Ready.
We grab Elsbeth. Not Elspeth, Elsbeth. Gives us more magic.
Ready.
As a lore keeper. Do they all just get cats naturally?
Undeath Ascendant.
No. Probably just a chance to get a cat. Well, let's equip these ladies up. Scroll of Leeching and hand weapons and enchanted items are all we're missing. Rod of Flaming Death sounds good. And what hand weapon for you? Alas, looks like we don't have any extras. So no hand weapons, but ancillaries. Should have plenty. Big Hatter to cost us even less on the upkeep. Corpse Caravan to boost up Neferata's army. First Necrotect, not for Neferata. And then a Necromancer's Apprentice. Glorious. For his skills, we'll give her the Hunger, Grave Ward, Replenish Troops, Spread Corruption. We have 2 extras. And for that, we'll go Melkoth Mystifying and Smoke and Mirrors.
Who
Flip up
wishes
Elspeth
the
as well.
red kiss?
Let's do Grave Ward, Replenish Troops, Spread Corruption, Melkoths, and Smoking Mirrors. Smoke and Mirrors. Don't tend to smoke the mirrors. Troll. Neferata should already have Ravenous Dead. And the Undead Bard is Perfect Vigor? No, not needed. Let's go Lich for cooldown, and then Keeper of Tomes for extra power reserves for her squad. Alright, just a couple of items then for Neferata's vampires. Get her a potion of healing, that sounds awesome. Just no blades right now. And Neferata, we can also have you recruit in some elite knights. So we'll get rid of 1 Tomb Guard, and we'll have 2 sets of Blood Knights. We can have 6 of them total. More Blood Knights, no matter how long that takes. Alright, fantastic.
Bring me flesh to craft.
Fate is against us.
Darkness. comes.
Alright, Lord Quitanucci is hiding inside of clocks, but we just colonized it, so it should make him extremely tired. Let's move in there with the gun, boys, and put him down.
Spoil and maim.
Exactly. Oh, decisive win in which we lose some halberdiers. Does Lord Quitanucci actually have some special stuff going on here? Well, he does. He's got a combination of Apotheosis and Shadows. And then Shakax here definitely looks like a specialized hero. Helm of the Prime Guardian. Alright, well let's go ahead and have ourselves a battle against Zlan Huapek versus Luther here in the next episode. We shall end the things here on our... And every time I see the Death Shriek, these things are awful. Covered in mold and they're just big bats. Nope, I need to be a zombie dragon. Stat. Thanks all for stopping by today's Legions Nagash art campaign, though. If you enjoyed today's video, please remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub throne, and I'll see you all in the next one.